What's up, guys? Today we got another different video for you Today we have the PlayStation 5 controller. Um the reason why I'm doing this video is because, well, it has Joy-Con drift. Or not Joy-Con drift, stick drift. Particularly with this model. As you can see on screen right now, the game is not loaded. But if I was to press the button, the controller lights up, press OK. The camera just swings around in control and I have to. Particularly, this joystick is giving issues. I'm playing Death Stranding, and I can't play the game like this. I just can't do it. So if you experience something like this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and turn this off. And now we're gonna get started on this controller. The controller is off now. So it's pretty quick and easy to how to fix the Joy-Con drift on this. So all you would need, basically, the controller. You'll need a toolkit. I'm gonna zoom out here so you can see everything. You're gonna need the toolkit. Basically, you will need particularly a Phillips head screwdriver. This is the PH00. You will need at least 2 flatheads. I recommend one from the iFixit kit, and you're gonna need 1.5. Either one is fine. But that's it. And I'll put this off to the side because you won't need that anymore. You're gonna need a tray to hold the screws. Only 5 screws. That's it. And you're gonna need a tweezer. Then you don't have to get fancy tweezers like this. Regular tweezers can be worked, and I'll show you why you would need this. And a pry tool, and that is all you would need. So first step first, control is off. Just make sure it's off. Of course, you can tell where the light is, obviously. And then you want to pry up on these this thing right here, this plastic. It's not bolted down or anything like that. So just don't scratch up your controller like mine. So there's that. When you want to do this, is my first time taking apart this controller anyway. So I've already done this on another controller. Now I got this controller like when I got the oops. So just don't do what I'm doing. But be careful. So once those both things are up, you could just lift up. Don't feel like you're breaking anything. It's all gonna come up. There we go. Now these should come out like this. There we go. Plastic, nothing's broken. Now you have 4 screws. You got one here and one right here. That's only half. And you need the start point screwdriver. Let me get the screwdriver. I didn't even get the screwdriver first. So you will have to take this screw out. There we go. I'll put that right there. Even if you can't have a tray like this, you could just take a paper, blank paper, or whatever paper, put squares on it to keep your screws organized so you know what screw belongs to what part. So this is the beginning, right? And then you have 2 more screws. Those 2 screws are right in the triggers, right? So what you want to do is take the pry tool, hold this down with one finger, and then get under there and slowly push up on it. It works if you have a better pry tool than I do. You might have to put some force into it. If this doesn't work, feel free to use a screwdriver. You could just switch out the bits. I'm using the 0.5, the flathead. So, like I said, hold that down. Make sure you get under there. I can't really show it. And just lift up very slowly. Don't put too much force, and the thing just comes out. And you want to do the same thing to the other side. Hold down the trigger. Make sure you put your finger on it. Don't press down, because when you do this, it could go flying. There we go. And they just come out just like that. Put those aside. And then you have 2 more screws, obviously right here and right here. So now Forget this too. Don't even forget this. You don't even need this anymore. I'm just gonna use a screwdriver, the flathead. So now I'm using the star bit. So get in there, take out the screws. Put it right there. So I'm doing this because this is a gaming channel, and I'm just playing Death Stranding because I also want to try it. The game has been out since 2021. I'm not showing it on my channel, obviously, because it's been out for a long time. You could see the let me turn off the controller again. Obviously, you guys can see it on different other channels, so I'm not even gonna try that. Now there is two latches right here and here. So if you want, you could switch over to the flathead and pull, just pry those off just a little bit. That's all it takes. And then pull up on this section right here. Trying to get this in camera while I'm doing this. Just pull it up a little bit. Same thing on the other side. Oh. Now you do have two clips, I believe, on both sides, and this is this model, as you can see. Just take your screwdriver, pull up a little bit, like so. Oh, I'm shaking the camera. Sorry, guys. This is my first repair on how to disattach this controller. If it's your first time, you might need to put some force into it. Up the latches. So just make sure those latches are disconnected when you're doing this. There we go. So that should come out now, as you can see. And then you want to do the same thing for the other side. And this bottom part, so just lift off. Don't do it too hard. Here we go. Ay, ay, ay. There we go. And then just lift, just like a push forward. And there's the bottom part. There's the battery. Put this aside. And now, so if you want, just make sure your PlayStation's off. My PlayStation's on right now, so I can show you guys the difference. So lift up on the battery. It's not glued in or anything. It is kept in there. Now, if you want, you could put your fingers and just wiggle it out, wiggle the battery out. It's a simple connector. Put that aside. And then you have one screw right here. Take your star bit. And then just unscrew that one screw. Don't disconnect anything yet. This battery adapter or holder or whatever you want. Just keep that screw separate. That's your 5 screws right there. They just come off. This comes off simply. Make sure there's no wires caught. Now this won't come out because the microphone is attached to it. So just pull up on this thing. You want to use the tweezers. Oh man, I'm not good with my left arm. So just grab it, pull up. Be delicate. You don't want to. You definitely don't want to ruin this. Come on, come on. There we go. So just put that aside. Now you want to disconnect everything. You have one disconnection here, and there's these blue tabs. You can simply tick, and then it should just come out. And of course, these tweezers don't work. If you want, you could just use your hands, grab it on the side, pull, just wiggle it out. There we go. That's disconnected. You have one up here. So just disconnect that. Maybe I could use the tweezers for this one. Grab it by the blue part. Nope. Tweezers. These tweezers suck. Oh, come on. Just wiggle you out. Come on. Maybe I could just do this. Don't do what I'm doing. Or just grab it. Like that. Here we go. Now that's disconnected. You have one right down here. Just grab it. Pull up slowly. Do not try to force anything here. They should just come out. Just use your fingers. Wiggle it out. Just like that. And then you have one more right here. And you want to do the same thing. make sure you have your finger on the logic board or the motherboard so that it doesn't come flying out with the stuff. So now that everything is disconnected, what you want to do is take your fingers and push up on just like that. So it should look something like this, disconnected. And then you will see your two things. Now this is the speaker. It is literally held in by glue. If it ever comes loose, all you do is just put it into this little hole right here. If I could show it. There's a little hole right here. So when you take it off, these two connectors right here and right here connects to these two connectors right here and here. So just make sure it's up just like that. So yours should look just like that. If I can get that camera to show that. All right, enough of that. And then these two, the analog, the sticks, they just come off. They pop right off. No need to keep anything special. They're not really left and right or whatever, so you could keep them different thing. Now the main goal. Now you want to switch to the 1, right? Because I have a very fine tip and I'll show you why. These are the main issue right here. This and this. You could tell the difference between these because they have the orange right there, and these have like this thing. You can see that it's moving when I move the stick around. So that's what you want. You want to get to both of these on each side. This one, and clean this one and this one. I'm just going to do all of them just to be making sure. Now, will this get rid of your stick drift forever? No, stick drift will still come back. It's just the way that these things were designed. I think they're called accelerometers. It's just how they're designed to just eventually drift, unfortunately. Hall effects, you could switch these out by unsoldering them from these contact points and then put in Hall effect sticks, but I'm not getting into that. That is like feature meat issue. Anyway, so you have two holes right here, right? Take your point 1 flathead and just pry it a little bit, just a little bit. Don't do it too hard. And basically they open like a trigger. No, not a trigger, but like a gate. So you just want to pull down a little bit, just wiggle it off to the side. There you go. Don't be scared. That's the front. Now you take your non-sucky tweezers, grab the white part, put it down, and we're just gonna do one at a time. One thing I forgot to tell you to get for you guys to get is alcohol. Isopropyl alcohol will be the best one. 99% is better. I just don't have anything in the house that is 99%. 91% should work. Something to hold that alcohol in, and Q-tips. Now I have Q-tips right here. I have 4 or whatever. You doesn't matter how many you have. So pour a little bit of alcohol in your holder. You don't need to pour a lot. You just pour a little bit. Obviously, you can see how much I have. I can't really show it. Put the alcohol aside. Take your Q-tip, just quickly dab it in there. That's all you need. Just that little bit amount. And then what you want to do is grab this, the little white part, and just clean the inside of there. That little ring that sticks up. I don't know if the light could show that. Just clean around there. I like to do this. Get the dirt out. The reason why I am doing this now is because a month after I got the PlayStation, it's the controller started to drift, and I was like, "What? It's only been a month. How could this already start happening?" You saw how bad it was. I was like, "What?" And once you're done wiping that, you can just put it down, and then on your controller, be careful how you how you move the board around, because obviously it's still connected with these wires and you don't want them to disconnect. So there's that. So take your controller. You have the open part right here, and what you want to do is take your cotton swab. Obviously, you want to just keep like a little dipping in the alcohol, because alcohol evaporates pretty quickly, and just wipe it around. That part really gets dirty. So just that, and then blow on it, and you should see the alcohol just evaporate right away. And if you're really, really confident, you can see how much dirt just came off. Look at that. Oh my God, actually, that's a lot. You could wipe these down too. Don't go like this because they are like separated and the cotton this could get thing. So you want to take your thing and like just move it side to side just to clean it off a little bit. Nothing much. You don't have to put too much pressure. And then just do the sides here and the other side. And the reason why you're doing that is because I don't know if you guys can see it. Follow along with me. There is this part that sticks up that is making contact with this part. And there's also two more. I keep bumping the mic. One right here and one, my fingers are in the way. One right here. I don't know if you guys can see that too much. But yeah, you just want to clean that. Now, how do they go back in? So this part needs to basically be facing up from everything. So just take it. This is where your tweezers come in. Oh wait, I have it backwards. You want it to face bottom and have the white part facing you. Take your tweezers. Do not hold this part. Do not hold the metal thing that is sticking up. Put it in just like so. Just like that, very slowly. Okay. Once that's in, you want to close it. So take your finger, push it up, and then take two fingers, hold it like this. Just don't put any pressure on the board itself, because remember, it's still connected to those wires in the bottom. And just push it in. It's okay if it's not going in. Just push it. And then you might have to reseat it, but other than that, make sure it's straight. That should be it. And obviously that opening lines up with this opening right here. So take it, push it in. There we go. And you hear that snap, and that's what it should look like. And obviously you want to do that for this side also. So I will do that now. Now, the reason why these board the things they need cleaning is because of the contacts. The contacts basically have an electrical interference with both sides. And as you rub, it leaves back like little chunks of metal that just comes off because of of electricity or some shit. You could correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah. So yep. Don't put too much force. There we go. So that's off. And now I'm gonna take that out. There we go. Pick that up. And that's what that looks like. That looks pretty clean. But as we saw, it was the inside of this that was dirty. So we're going to take our swab. We're not going to use this side because this side is obviously dirty. So we're going to use this side. Dip back in alcohol. Okay. You could clean here. Just make sure you rub it around. And then is that clean? Yep, that's clean. Not much dirt come off of that one. And then I'm going to clean this just because even though it looks clean, I am going to clean it anyway because you never know. Just blow on them to quickly dry them. And then, oh yeah, I almost forgot. Clean the little electrical contacts. So let me show that. Come on, camera, focus. Here we go. It doesn't want to focus, whatever. But you could follow along. No, I will say I'm not responsible for damaging your controller. If you don't feel comfortable doing this stuff, don't do it. I'm completely fine doing this stuff. Make sure everything is fine. Examine your work. Don't feel okay. That's good. And now you should be wearing gloves for this, but I don't have any gloves, so just letting you know. You want to put that in so. Now if you see any hair fibers on this part from the ear tips or whatever that is called, you could just simply take it off. You don't want anything on these things. Okay. So I am oh, where'd it go? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Man, you really gotta hold these things. So I am putting it in sideways with, of course, that top facing upward. Come on, camera, focus. So I'm gonna put it in like this, the way I found it. And obviously the flat part is the top right there. I'm going to hold it. Put it in. And you don't have to use tweezers if you don't want to. You could basically use your fingers if you want to. Just make sure that's nice and snug in there. Don't force it down. You could just put it in like that. And then the same thing. Just put this in. Turn the controller how you want it. And then do the same thing. There we go. I know it's making noises that you don't want to hear. That doesn't sound right. But I guarantee you it's going to be fine. And then you want to check it. Just up and down. The controller should feel the same way like it did. You just snap back to 0 or the center. And there you go. And we're going to do the same thing to this side. Oh, wow. Do you guys see that? Do you guys see how dirty that is? Look at that. Look at how dirty that thing is. What? I think this was the part that was giving me the issues. Let's take that out. Wow. Look at that black spot. That looks burnt. Look how dirty the O-ring is. I guess that's what you could call it, but that's what I call it. Yeah, connectors look fine to me. They don't look like there's anything on them. But that part is just dirty. Let me set that aside and examine in here. Inside here looks clean, but you never know. So I'm not going to use the same thing again. Obviously, both sides are dirty. So now I'm going to use a new one. I need more alcohol. The rubbing alcohol, I should say. I spoken alcohol. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to dip that in there real quickly, just like that. I'm going to clean this up. Oh man, I can already see the dirt on the swamp. Yeah, look at that. That's what came out of there. For real. blow on it to dry it off. And now, to show you guys how dirty that is, I'm going to use the clean side of this. Okay. So it's all clean. Let's see how dirty this thing is. Obviously, I'm going to go in circle pattern. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm used to like I'm not used to having things on camera. I'm not used to doing this, guys. So sorry if the camera angles are off. I wish I had a microscope to show you this stuff, but I don't. I'm getting there. Clean that part pretty good, and yeah. Would you look at that? I don't know how well the camera's gonna pick that up, but yeah. And you could definitely see the difference. And now I'm gonna clean the stuff here, making sure these contacts. I guess another reason why these contacts get dirty is because they're constantly being grinded up against that black part. So that's probably why. So just making sure these contacts are staying clean. All good. If you don't feel comfortable doing that part, like I said, you don't have to do it. But yeah. All right. So there's that. Wipe this out one more time. All right. Now, flat part goes on the top, obviously. Let's put this in. Take it very slowly. Patience is the key of the game here. Oh, come on. Come on, tweezers. Work with me. Work with me, tweezers. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. All right. Got that seated. And now, let's put that back in. There we go. That should be good. Oh my god, my fingers. And now we do the other side. Now, let's talk channel. Obviously right now I'm playing Death Stranding. There has been a lack of content on the channel. I will admit that. But life has just been busy. When you're an adult, especially since I'm 32 years old, um, there's hardly any time to do video games. So I'm trying my best to put out as much content as I can. I'm thinking about I'm seeing one of my videos pick up recently. It's the Satisfactory game. Take a look at this. Oh, okay. Okay. Nope, this had a piece of hair in it. What the hell? No, this one doesn't look that bad. Obviously, as you can tell. Contacts are looks the same. I would clean it anyway. I get a new ear tip or ear, whatever these things are called. Did you know that these things are not good to clean your ears? I did not know that. Like this stuff, the earwax at the to the back of your ear. It's not really recommended to do that. Instead, I don't know. You clean your hairs all you want to. I'm not your parents. You do what you need to do. Do what you want. I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. Anyway, I'm just here to help you to clean your controller. That's all. And the reason why this is going on this channel is because, well, this is a gaming channel. And this has to do with games. And it's currently the holidays. So instead of buying a new controller right now, I think they're on sale for like $50. You could just basically get a cheap set on Amazon and do the same thing. I'm gonna show you the set I have that is pretty cheap. You don't have to get something fancy like from iFixit. Oh, that got caught. Yeah, so that's why I tell you to go with the grain. Don't go against it. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Just go in a circle. All right. So the connectors should be fine. I have to clean that next. So this is the cheap stuff I'm talking about. You could get this from Amazon. I don't know how much I paid for this. I think it was like $10. Um, it's made out of plastic. This part is made from metal, I believe. And obviously, it's a one flat head. So there you go. And they have different sizes, different colors, and everything. So yeah, you could do that. Now, oh yeah, I still have to clean. This is it, right? Yeah, this is clean. Get this okay. So up. All right, now let's clean this side. Now, the reason why we recommend alcohol, if you did not know, is because it's not very electrical conductive. It's it depending on the purity. Like if it's 99%, there's a very low chance of it conducting electricity. So it's pretty safe to work on electronics with it. Why are you guys still here? You guys like this kind of content? If you do, just leave a like under in the comments and let me know. But I'm a gaming channel, so that wasn't that dirty. All right. So now we're gonna put you back. Put this thing back. I don't know what these things are called. These white things. Okay, so obviously you go like this. Let's seat you back there. Turn the controller how you want it. Remember, be careful how you're handling this board because there's wires attached to it. Put it back in. Come on, go back in. There we go. And then once that's done, test it. No, I don't hear anything grinding up in there. Nothing bad. Yep, everything is fine. Okay, so now that you finish, first step, put these back. Obviously, you can only put that back in one way. The top and bottom are flat. Can I pick that up on camera? Yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about if you ever do this. You can just put them back. There's no left and right. So just press down a little bit. Okay, that's good. Do the same thing right here. And obviously, these are flat-headed. You can see the difference right there. They're not completely circular. So just put that in. Push down. I don't know my shapes. Okay. So make sure your speaker, this is your speaker that is back in. This thing I told you guys to put back, this is your speaker. This is what's coming through your controller. Just put that back in the right way. Oh, it's magnetic, of course. Yep, so that just sits there. Now flip this around. Okay. Now before you push down, you want to make sure that all the contact pieces are not going to get squished. So come on. There we go. There's one there. Don't forget there's this one here. There's one down here. There is another one on this side. This one's a long one. Be careful. These things are delicate. I know I look like I'm handling these things with rough, but I'm really not. Okay. And then you want to push down. Now there's two guide rails. There is a guide rail here and here. That's that white part. And you could push down even further on the board. There you go. Make sure it's not wiggle it a little bit. Make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And now you can start putting everything back in. Obviously, I have to say don't push back on these because it's just going to push the board back up. So you could start by attaching this. Just push it back down. Yeah, you don't have to do it in the order I'm doing it, but whatever suits you, whatever floats your boat. And then just take this. My finger is blocking everything. Like I said, guys, this is not my kind of content, but I just wanted to show you guys how to fix the Joy-Con drift, stick drift on the friggin' PS4, PS5 controllers because I have to put out something. There we go. So now all the connections are back in. Now you could take your battery controller. Now you do have the microphone here with this little connector. So what you want to do, you just set it in first. How did this go? think they went right here. There we go. All right. So what you want to do is take the little thing. If it ever comes out, it will come out. So if yours come out, basically it's easier to just put the connection in first, like so. And then put this in. You could worry about this later. Actually, no. There is, you could put this in. Oh, let me see what's going on here. All right. There is a little tab right here at the end of the mic that slots into this thing right here. I believe that's what that is. And that's how you could touch that back. And obviously the connection is back in. Ah. Now, if you're still watching, please leave a like on the video. It really does help out a lot. Now we screw everything back down. So obviously we start backwards from our screws. So we put this screw back in here. Just like so. And you want to give it a nice hand tight. So not too tight. And just make sure that's not going anywhere. Wiggle that around. Check your work. Make sure everything is plugged in back again and everything. And then you want to take your battery. Now your battery goes in like this with the stuff pointing this way. Because it will go under, it will go around this. So just take the thing, put it in, push it down, and then just take the wire, wrap it around that part, and then your battery is in. And that's almost it. Now, before we attach the back part and everything else, just hold the battery to make sure it doesn't fall out. Reconnect the controller as I just did. And let's see if it works. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It is, we're back to running around, doing everything we need to do. And there's just no Joy-Con drift or controller drift anymore. So let's just turn the controller off now again. Where is it? There we go. All right. So now that's disconnected. I'm surprised the battery's not glued down. I think on the PS4 it was glued down. I'm not too sure. Now, to put the cover back on, it really does help. Let me just make sure I hold everything right here. So you're gonna have these two solid parts. Just put it over like this. Try to line up the holes, right? Make sure that comes in. Pull back. And then press down. And then this part should go in very easily. You want to hear the clicks. And that's it. And then you want to screw everything in. So I recommend starting with these two screws. Now, I know. If this video goes viral, I'm probably going to get a lot of shit for it. It's not the best. I'm not a electronic person. I'm a watchmaker person. Well, not watchmaker. I watch repair person. So that's what I rather do. But that's more like a hobby that I'm getting into right now. It's not like I'm professionally certified or anything like that. So now that those two screws in, you could put these analog triggers back in, or whatever you want to call them. So obviously, L1 goes into left side, right? You want to put it in the right orientation, where you can see L1 and then L2 connects to each other. And all you gotta do is just push them in. If I could get the orientation right. Just play with it a little until it feels right, and then that's it. Bam. It's in. Same thing with the right side, R1. Put that in like so. Push down. Oh, I didn't even show that anything on camera. Wow, I'm really bad at this. I'm too busy focusing on this and not what I'm seeing on screen. So there we go. Both of those are in. Now you want to put these 2 screws in, of course. So let's grab that. It helps if these tips are magnetic, so that way you can move around and not really drop the screw. Screw that in. There we go. Let's get the other one. Or if you if this looks intimidating, you could just get a third-party controller that comes with I forgot what I just had the name of it. All of the magnetic ones. Now this part you might have trouble putting in. Let me just clear out the little microphone section right here. Or is that the speaker? That's the speaker. Dust gets in there. So this part, now you have to deal with these 2 little things. Now these 2 little things go in, right, to the bottom, and then they go under the flaps. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm gonna do this again so you guys can see. So they go like this, right, and then not too deep, kind of like an angle, and then they just go in, push up, push down, and there you go. And then for here, obviously, bam, bam. I scuffed up my controller. That's done. That's done. That's in, and everything is working back again. And that's basically it on how you can repair your PS5 controller and keep using it until the next time it has sticks drift again. So you don't have to buy another one because they don't want to fix it. I'm not saying that not Sony doesn't want to fix it. I'm just saying that Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation keep using these kind of sticks, and they just don't want to go over to the others, the better magnetic stick one. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a long one. That's all. And I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.